the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Homie troops right. Set. Go, set.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, ram. Set. Go. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, go line. 380. Go. 59. Hey, Ray. Set.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the gun, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now
You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
There's a quick throw to Freiermuth. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Going. Set. Baylor tight. 380. 12. Let's go.
Herbert. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hey, Opie.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw now, Dart. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working out of the gun is Dart. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Throwing his Dart. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3.
Here's 10. Cowboys 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Chris Olave.
59 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ashton Jeanty with his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run again on first down, Cook. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Here's Herbert.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Cowboys first and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown. Great run and the score. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing his dart.
Is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Dart.
Got a man. It's Brown. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Dart. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
as a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cook up the gut. And a loose football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 10. Dart. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. They'll get this out to Genty. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Dart. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 6-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Puka Nacua, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Kappa. Hey, ram. Let's go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180 hut.
Now it's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pass complete there to Nacua. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cowboys,
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Dart. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
They'll throw again. Dart. Touchdown! Puka Nacua with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He'll find Genty out of the backfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple.
To the air, Dart.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
To the air again, Dart. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down.
Let's go. We need a... Whoa. Let's go. Hey, go Lion.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Muscle up, we got the plyometric. Ran about the luxuries up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
Just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Jeanty. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
And they'll run again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Gardner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead.
They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Dart. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Throwing his dart. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ashton Genty
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Always take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Herbert now. He's able to get it to Coleman.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short one there to Freiermuth.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Hey, Ram. 5-9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
As As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Kappa.
Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looks for the all-round. It's complete to Kmet. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's go. Baylor Tiger.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Olave, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On to give, Gianti. to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jermaine Burton from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Buccaneers 48, Cowboys 38.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people down. On what I love. Ooh, baby, that good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jermaine Burton with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Buccaneers use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. The extra extra point, up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
45.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now it's Herbert. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Cowboys first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. 148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Dart. They'll get this out to Genty. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. On the give, Genty. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Dart. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
26-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.